This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a party rental company? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Noele Ames, with Ames Party Rental. Noele, it is lovely having you on the show today. Now, we are all so excited to learn more about you and your business. So please start off and tell our listeners just a little bit more about your company.
Hi, thanks for having me. Well, I just started Ames Party Rental April 10th, so we're only about 10 days into it. As a second company of mine, I've been a franchise owner with Sign Gypsies, which is your local yard greeting company, and been doing this for a little over 3 years now. And one question that I would receive is, hey, do you know anybody who offers tables and chairs for our party? And luckily for me, and being out here in Argyle and it being a small community, I was able to have those connections. And then just recently started, why don't I offer this as well? So I can kind of be, an all one-stop shop for my customers.
Aw, I love that. I love that. Definitely sounds like you have a heart of service. Now, diving deeper into your background, when did you get the idea for either of these companies in the first place?
Funny thing is, I'm from Seattle, Washington, and yard greetings was never a thing. You just didn't see them within the neighborhoods. And moving here to Texas, we've been here for about 10 years now. I would see these beautiful displays throughout my neighborhood and even purchased one. It's a rental. It goes up the night before your day of your event, and then they come pick it up later that evening for my daughter's 6th birthday. And when they arrived, I went out there and it was my friend Julia who was doing it. And I was like, hey girl, I didn't know you actually did this. And she's like, oh, it's my first time. I'm just taking over this franchise. I'm training, if you will. And I was like, well, this is so great to know, because of course, wanting to support my friends and their small businesses. And every day for about 3 years, I always thought, man, that would have been the perfect opportunity. I wish I would have known about that. Well, fast forward 3 years later, I am with my little Cricut and some core plastics making little football signs for my nephew who's playing school ball, and selling them to some of the other mom friends. And if you've ever worked with vinyl, and if you have any slight OCD disorder, it's a very painful process, to say the least, just to make sure everything, ends up perfect on the board. And Julia reached out to me and she goes, hey, are you still making those signs? And I was like, yeah, I still am. Are you wanting one? And she's like, no, actually, I want to sell Sign Gypsies. I have 3 kids now in college, all going to Texas Tech. And I would love to be able to take off when I want to go see my kids. And I was like, absolutely. I didn't even hesitate. I don't know how to buy a business. I don't know what I'm doing, but absolutely finally came. And so I jumped in to that with both feet and just took off.
Wow. Wow, what a wonderful story. Now, today, since you have 2 very different businesses, right? In this brand new business, I understand that it's very new, right? Just this month you got started with it. So what is that most common misconception when it comes to party rental companies?
I think a lot of it has to do with pricing. It's a lot cheaper than most people believe. For instance, a happy birthday greeting for me starts at $99. And when I tell people that, they're like, really? That's it? Same goes for tables and chairs. You're starting at $10 to maybe $12 a table, $2 per chair. Coolers are like $25. So in reality, to not have to buy it, have to store it for that one event that you need it for, it actually makes sense to rent them out and for the price of what you probably pay for one table.
Oh yeah, Definitely. And where does your idea for this pricing point really come from?
Like Sign Gypsies, what I did is I visited a lot of my neighboring party rentals websites. You want to stay competitive and stay within the same price range. You don't want to all of a sudden start charging $3-4 more a table. Right there will lose you business. But you also don't want to lose out on money because you're not charging enough. So just a little bit of research, deep diving, seeing what everybody has to offer. What I'm hoping for with Ames Party Rental is, yes, you're going to receive quality equipment for your party, but it will be the service that we provide that will make us stand out from the rest.
I love that. Now, diving deeper here into the marketing side, right? Because marketing is the heart of every business. So, who are some of your ideal customers you're looking to help? And today, with having this brand new business, how are you attracting them?
Obviously, it would be anybody having a party, but to be more specific, graduation seasons is coming. We're upon it now, especially as we're entering end of April. I've noticed with Sign Gypsies that started to be an uptick of when we start getting busy, because you have 5 friends and you're all having graduation parties. When can you get your party in so you can make it to your friends' parties as well? So it does start rather early. Definitely graduations, wedding season is upon us as well. So those who are needing extra tables and chairs, linens for those type of events is a big one. I have a birthday party coming up that not only am I doing a sign for the little girl, her mom reached out because they're having a garage party. That's where she wants to have her tables and chairs. So I'm providing the tables and chairs. And then she mentioned to me, do you have up lighting? We are doing a Stranger Things theme and we want red lights on the walls. Absolutely, let me look into that. So now I actually offer outdoor lighting, almost like a glow up package, if you will, to, everything else that we offer there.
Wow. Well, you've definitely given us some exciting things to look forward to with Ames Party Rental. But one final question for you today is, where can our listeners go to learn more about Ames Party Rental?
I am still so new that I'm waiting on my website. So that should be up and coming within this week, if not early next week. And to answer your question, it'd be mostly social media, either on Facebook or Instagram. And it is Ames, AMES, Party Rental. And you can find me there, or Sign Gypsies as well. Being with Sign Gypsies, we're franchisees owners. So even though I'm out in the Argyle, Justin, Lantana area, even Trophy Club, if that's not where you're listening at, you can find a Sign Gypsies anywhere near you. And that's at signgypsies.com.
Love that. Well, Noele, I really appreciate you being on the show today, and we wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com, or call 469-221-9345.